82. Mahatma Shukdev and King Janak. It is impossible to find the Lord without a master. A disciple needs the help of a master at every stage. Philosophy of the Masters. Mahatma Shukdev, who possessed 14 merits, was the son of Rishi Ved Vyas. He had true knowledge while still in his mother's womb, and was reluctant to be born because he feared that he would forget all he knew under the influence of Maya. Ultimately, for his sake, the Lord had to suspend the operations of Maya for a couple of minutes to enable Shukdev to be born into this world. Shortly after his birth, Shukdev, an evolved soul and a great ascetic, left for the forest to continue his devotions. One day, as he sat in his meditation, it occurred to him that he should go to the abode of Vishnupuri and see face to face the one whom he worshipped every day. But when he reached the gates of his abode, he was turned away. "Shukdev, I am extremely sorry," said Lord Vishnu, when the gatekeepers reported this to him. "You have no guru, and no one can ever gain entrance here without a guru." Shukdev went straight to his father and told him what had happened that morning. He was a vain boy, and thought that since he was the son of a great sage who had himself carried out spiritual practice for a long time, there was no need for him to have a guru. Having received the instruction from Lord Vishnu himself, however, he sought his father's advice as to which guru he should select. "There is only one guru whom I can suggest, and that is King Janak," his father replied. "Father," Shukdev replied, "I do hope that you have not lost your wits in your old age. Janak is a king, while I am a sage. He is a householder, and I am an ascetic. He holds court in a palace, while I am a hermit. How could I take him as my guru?" "There is nobody else who could be your guru," his father told him. "He is the only perfect master." 12 times Shukdev's father sent him to King Janak, but always, due to doubt or misgivings, the son returned before reaching the king. Once he even got as far as the palace of the king, but on seeing its richness and the great assemblage of worldly people, he was disillusioned by all the splendor. "The king is completely given to sensual pleasures," he thought. "I cannot accept him as my guru." Now, the law is that you lose spiritual merit if you slander or even suspect a realized soul. The more the doubts and suspicions that Shukdev entertained, the greater was the loss that he suffered. Eventually, only 2 of his 14 merits remained. When he was sent back to the king by his father for the 13th time, the sage Narad, who lived nearby and saw what was going on, took great pity on him. "This poor soul is losing all his merits and should be saved," he thought. There was a small river on the way to Shukdev's home, and Narad Muni, disguised as an old Brahmin, started carrying mud and throwing it into the water. As he did so, the fast-flowing current simply carried it away every time. "This poor old man is trying to dam the river," Shukdev thought to himself when he saw this. "Look here, old man, listen to me," Shukdev called over to him. "Please first collect a few pieces of wood, place them in position, then bring large chunks of earth, and lastly throw on the fine mud. Then alone will you be able to make a small dam across the stream. Otherwise, you can go on throwing mud into the river, as you are now doing, for the rest of your life, and it will still be a wasted effort." "Well, I am only losing my day's effort," said Narad Muni. "But there is a young man who is a bigger fool than I am, and he is Shukdev, son of Ved Vyas. He has already lost 12 of the 14 merits that he possessed because of his misgivings about King Janak. Only 2 remain to him." Shukdev, proud as he was of his spiritual standing, fainted when he heard Narad's words. When he regained consciousness, there was no one there, but he remembered the old man's words, and swearing to himself that nothing now would keep him from his goal, he set out to meet King Janak. The Lord has his ways of bringing his souls back to him.